I do agree that doing something wrong to get a good outcome is not okay. The principle behind it is the ends don't justify the means because morality is what will reflect not only within our actions but within our souls. If we look at it as spiritual context, just like what the Ten Commandments mention, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder, or commit adultery. The many found in moral systems, they protect basic human dignity and trust. If something is truly wrong in itself, then doing it to get a good result is still wrong. This fits with the idea that you should never do something evil just to get a good outcome. Many people have tried in history, just like in Julius Caesar, for example. Brutus decided to murder Caesar to save the Republic because many of the senators that conspired believed that Caesar was a dictator and that he was going to bring Rome to ruin. So they decided, out of the blindness of their jealousy and hate, to justify their means to save the people. But was that really about saving the Republic? Or was it about removing one person they feared because the love of the people, the results he was giving, the glory for Rome, and they decided to use that as an excuse to then seize power back for their own interest instead of the people's. Other actions that I see that are could never be justified that would lead to good results, or is like torturing an innocent person to get information out of them. This is why we have due process, because the police can arrest someone who's been accused of a crime, but they have rights and they need to be able to be protected under those rights without trying to get a confession out of them by using physical violence, mental violence. It's all about just keeping the dignity and respect of the law and the person. Lying in court, you know, if you know that you have information that would perjure yourself, your case, or be enough to try to get this person, say, an offender, to go on death row, but you know that they didn't commit the offense, and all they did was just do the crime that was stealing or traumatizing someone, but you really loathe them, then you're going to be sending that person to the death sentence and make it impossible to really respect justice because you lied to court and you send someone else to certain death for something that they didn't do. And punishing a person you know that is innocent. You know what? A lot of people tend to hold a grudge and feel insecure, and let those insecurities get to them, and they decide to go ahead and act out on those feelings and hurt someone that they know that didn't do anything wrong. But you want to feel good about it, and that gives you the excuse because you felt upset about how they made you feel. That doesn't justify it. So some in these moral systems, some actions are simply off limits. Even if they might help in the short term, doing them would still be wrong because they go against basic moral rules about how people should be treated. That's my take.